Sharks are some of the oldest creatures on Earth. They aren't as dangerous as you might think, but they have plenty of superpowers. Here are some things you'll be better off knowing. 1. Unborn sharks can sense danger. Egg-bearing bamboo sharks deposit their offspring in casings. These are sometimes called mermaids' purses. The purses attach themselves to plants by long tendrils. They allow the embryos to hide their scent as they grow. In the final stages, the cases open just a little. It's enough to introduce the embryos to the salt water. At the same time, the baby sharks' electrosensory systems mature. They begin to sense the world around them. Juvenile bamboo sharks respond to these signals. If they sense a predator, they hold their breath and freeze. 2. Live-bearing sharks begin hunting before they are born. Great white, mako, tiger, and bull sharks are all live bearers. They begin to hone their hunting skills in utero. A female sand tiger shark has 2 uteruses. She will produce multiple eggs. Around 10 will be fertilized. The rest serve as food for their stronger siblings. The embryos begin hunting when they reach about 2 inches in length. They use the unfertilized eggs as a means of subsistence. After that, they turn on their smaller and weaker siblings. Baby sharks swim from one uterus to another in search of prey. Only the strongest 2 are born. 3. Sharks can spy on you. Some sea creatures practice spy hopping. This is when they raise their head out of the water. It's common in whales but rare in sharks. However, some shark species do spy hop. Some will lift their head vertically above the water. Others swim along the surface with just an eye clear of it. In both cases, spy hopping is about gathering information. The action itself is non-aggressive. A shark comes up to the surface gently. It may do it several times without ever lashing out. Great white sharks are masters of spy hopping. They often do it around boats that are using chum. 4. Some sharks live inside active volcanoes. The Kavachi volcano is located under the Pacific Ocean. It regularly erupts, spewing sulfur, carbon dioxide, and ash into the water. The water inside the caldera is orange and toxic. It's also superheated. Yet 2 species of shark have made it their home. This was discovered by a submersible in 2015. Hammerhead and silky sharks swim and hunt in the acidic waters. Scientists aren't sure how they survive, but the volcano offers the sharks protection from larger predators. 5. The epaulet shark will walk away from danger. This species lives and hunts on the seafloor near coral reefs. As the tide goes out, many find themselves stranded on the reef. Temperatures there can exceed 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So the sharks have developed a unique survival strategy. They reduce their oxygen intake. Then they use their pectoral and pelvic fins to walk. Epaulet sharks can cover distances of more than 100 feet. Crawling across the coral, they find small pools of water. These pools allow them to replenish their oxygen until the sea returns. 6. Sharks can spit out their stomachs. Sometimes, sharks swallow inedible objects. There's a lot of garbage floating in the ocean. One way that a shark copes is through stomach aversion. This term describes a unique ability. A shark will upchuck its stomach, wash it out, and then swallow it again. All this takes less than half a second. Sharks will sometimes do several eversions within a few seconds. They can also avert their lower intestine through their cloaca, but this cleansing method lasts for over 2 minutes. 7. Sharks have counter shading to stay invisible. Sharks have a white belly and a gray top. The light underbelly acts as camouflage near the surface. The light color blends with the light, piercing the surface. The dark top aids sharks when swimming close to the seafloor. They become hard to see from above. This allows sharks to sneak up on their prey. 8. Sharks use headbutts to stun their prey. Once they are near enough, sharks speed up. With a quick burst of speed, they barge into the unsuspecting victim. A swift bite or a headbutt stuns the prey. 9. Some sharks hunt in shifts to avoid each other. This can be seen in the Gulf of Mexico. Bull sharks hunt in the early morning. Tiger sharks tend to come out around midday. Afternoons are for sandbar sharks. and evenings are for blacktips. Scalloped hammerheads and great hammerheads are active at night time. This kind of resource division is very rare in nature. 10. Sharks have no bones. Their skeletons consist of cartilage. It's a hard but flexible material. Our noses and ears are made of cartilage too. Cartilage is much lighter than bone. This allows sharks to swim long distances while using less energy. Shark teeth, however, are made of bone. Great white sharks have up to 300 razor-sharp teeth. If a shark loses a tooth, it grows right back. 11. Sharks are older than dinosaurs. Sharks evolved around 450 million years ago. That makes them older than trees. However, none of the early species are extant. The oldest known modern sharks emerged 195 million years ago. 12. Greenland sharks can live longer than 500 years. The oldest known specimen was estimated to be 512. This makes them the longest living vertebrates on Earth. A Greenland shark takes 150 years to reach puberty. It can have 200 to 700 pups during its long lifetime. 13. The world's largest sharks are not predatory. The whale shark is the world's largest fish species. It can grow to more than 60 feet in length. An adult whale shark weighs about 19 metric tons. That's heavier than most trucks, but it's a filter feeder that eats plankton and fish eggs. 14. Sharks use the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. Researchers ran an experiment with bonnethead sharks. This species migrates over hundreds of miles. The sharks were placed in a pool. Different magnetic fields were generated underneath it. The sharks always changed their headings to swim toward home. 15. Hammerhead sharks have binocular vision. Their eyes are located on the sides of their wide heads. The visual field of one eye is about 180 degrees, but the visual fields from both eyes actually overlap. Hammerheads thus have good depth perception. 16. Goblin sharks have unique sensing organs. These sharks live in the lightless deep. Their distinctive snouts have special electroreceptors. These organs allow the sharks to hunt and navigate in the dark. 17. Cookie cutter sharks glow in the dark. These sharks attack their prey from below. They glow a faint green color that disrupts their silhouette. 18. Female sand sharks may have up to 50 embryos, but the biggest one cannibalizes the others. It's a competitive strategy that ensures species survival. All the eggs are from different fathers. The strongest one always wins out. 19. Most sharks aren't dangerous to humans. Only 3 species are responsible for the majority of attacks: great white sharks, tiger sharks, and bull sharks. To stay safe, you might want to avoid attracting them. Here are 12 things that attract sharks. A. Tattoos. Sharks can see underwater 10 times better than humans, but they can't distinguish colors. They are attracted to anything with noticeable contrast. Tattoo ink contrasts against the skin. Sharks can confuse it with a fish. B. Bright swimsuits. Bright yellow color is used in water safety devices. The color has been dubbed Yum Yum Yellow. It refers to shark attacks. On yellow life preservers, sharks can only see in shades of black and white. Bright colors draw their attention due to the contrast. Even a black and white check swimsuit can attract them. C. Bright nail polish. In 2015, a woman was bitten twice by a bull shark. Both bites were on her leg. The attack was attributed to her colorful nail polish. The shark mistook her toenails for a group of fish. D. Comfortable water temperatures. Sharks prefer swimming in warm water. For example, bull sharks like temperatures of 68 to 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Great white sharks appear more often in 64 degrees Celsius. E. Stormy weather. Large sharks come closer to shore when waves get high. Waves and rain make it easier for them to hunt, but during the storm visibility is poor, so sharks are more likely to bite people. F. Sunburns and uneven tans. Bright red burns contrast with the skin. The same goes for someone with an uneven tan. The dark color contrasts with white. This makes sharks assume you might be prey. These attacks are usually quick. Once the shark realizes its mistake, it swims away. G. Fishing piers. Any area prone to fishing will draw sharks' attention. One of the main reasons for their interest is blood. Sharks are attracted to its metallic scent. They can smell a drop of blood in a small swimming pool. H. Jewelry. Sharks are attracted to anything that sparkles and shines. Light reflects off a piece of metal. It can appear similar to a reflection on a fish's scales. I. Sandbars and steep drop-offs. Fish swim near sandbars for a break from intense waves. These areas are often filled with fish and crabs, so they are prime hunting spots for sharks. J. Dirty water. Fish are attracted to water contaminated with sewage. They can find more food there. Therefore, sharks are more likely to hunt in dirty water. Sewage isn't the only pollutant to cause dirty water. Large storms can deposit garbage into the ocean. This can attract sharks as well. K. River mouths. Prey is easier to find where river and ocean combine. Sharks swim up to 2,500 feet deep into rivers. They can be seen in the area after large rainfalls. The rain washes nutrients into the river mouth. L. Low light conditions. Sharks are most active at dawn, dusk, and nighttime. They follow their prey closer to shore to feed. It's better to avoid swimming between 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. A lack of light means sharks will struggle to see. They can more easily mistake humans for prey. Have you ever seen a shark in the wild?